¿Qué hace, loco? Bueno, seguimos, ¿eh? Seguimos. Ahora sí. Sé que estuve viendo el video anterior, el capítulo anterior, y tengo una voz de mierda. Pasa que lo grabé súper temprano. Entonces, bueno, nada. Tenía sueño. Tenía sueño, pero no quería dormir. Entonces digo, bueno, voy a grabar un capítulo. Y me quedo con una voz del orto. Bueno, no importa. A darle nomás. Ahora sí, estamos un poco más activos. Tengo que rescatar a la chica, ¿eh? A Gion. Se la llevó el loquito ese con la espada. Bueno,
I
acá hay un
think Huro
búho.
senses an owl around here.
Hay un búho, hay
Feels
diálogo.
like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphin? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Bueno, a ver, tenemos dos. A ver, ¿cómo es el mapa acá? Uy, mira lo que es, qué lindo. Busca un camino a Peleguión. Creo que nos va a convenir primero venir hasta acá. Luego volvemos. Hacemos acá, volvemos, recorremos acá y seguimos. Creo que por ahí. ¿No? Voy a venir por acá, mejor. Voy a venir por acá, tiki tiki, venimos todos por acá. Bajamos, bajamos, volvemos, subimos. Bueno, vamos a hacer así. Nada, la idea siempre es recorrer el mayor espacio posible, ¿no? Acordate que no tenemos la espada de fuego, loco.
In an instant! Let's refrain from losing.
Un tomate. Hay un lugar para pescar. Después volvemos. Quiero
Was that the Zoogle we were told to
a
dispatch?
veces me quedo tonteando con el tema de la pesca. Más que nada para juntar plata, la verdad. Si no tenés plata y porque tenés que subir de nivel, necesitas dinero para comprar pociones y todo eso, te sugiero la pesca. Está hecho para eso también, ¿no? En gran parte.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not a chance!
You could use a hand.
You're mine! Severing wind! I'm practically unstoppable.
Bien.
Man,
¿Por dónde andamos?
this place is
Vi la escalera.
thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menencia myself.
Not that I
Ni
don't
modo,
agree,
no.
but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menencia pride.
An opponent like this should be easy.
This one's all mine!
Piercing roll!
You picked the wrong fight!
Raging Star! Stay right. You gotta jump for cover, okay?
Denied!
Dragon shout!
Guardian field! I'm ready to go! You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Do it! Hurricane!
In an instant! Impact block! Now! You're mine!
I'm on! Look sharp!
Severing wind!
Down! I'll take you all on! Ha!
Uy, se enojó la chica, loco. Esta no la había visto, ¿eh?
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
I feel sprightlier than before.
Bueno, dije que íbamos a llegar hasta acá, ¿no? Acá no hay mucho. Hay un búho acá. Está de acá arriba, seguro. Ahí arriba, ven. No es como lo...
Ho, 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 ho! Ho, ho, ho!
Ahora solo que de toda la vuelta. Ah, pasito, ¿eh? Que te caes.
Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho!
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Bueno, lo que voy a hacer ahora... No sé si qué podemos hacer. Quiero volver por acá. Sí, vamos a volver. Vamos a volver, hay una parte que no fuimos. Está bien, ¿no? Abajo.
Seriously? Is this a joke? Look sharp!
It's over! This one's all mine!
Light up the dark!
Take this!
Dragon shout!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm on it!
You're mine! It's
I'll
over!
stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Talon hurricane! Thunder touch!
Swallow blade!
Light up the dark!
You're mine! Wind!
Take this! Dragon shout!
In here.
In a bind?
Tiger blade.
Take it! Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade!
Bow
My
tackle.
turn! Wind! Storm! Stardust! You're finished!
Make it rain.
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Creo que el poder de cura de John era mejor, la verdad. Justo nos falta la
Everyone
maga,
still in
loco.
one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Espera. Yo le había cambiado esto. No entiendo por qué se vuelve como estaba antes. Bueno, ahora vamos hasta acá. Y bajamos.
Out of my way!
Radiant light!
Far enough!
Of regeneration! Take this!
Regenerate! I'll take one for that.
Take this!
Thanks, Shion.
Stardust!
Here goes.
This one!
Take this!
Switch
You're
sides!
mine!
That freaking does it!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind it!
Good! I'll leave it to you! You're finished! You picked the wrong fight!
Don't suffer in
Take this!
Now you see what I can do!
You're finished!
Let me at him!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block!
On guard!
Estuve viendo el...
I'm on it! Here and now!
¿cómo se llama? La taberna. La taberna de la zona esta. Y tiene un montón de armas nuevas.
Try harder!
para construir. Obviamente me pido objetos que no tengo ahora. Y la vendedora de la taberna esta también vende armaduras que son nuevas, no son mucho mejor de las que tengo. Así que seguramente en algún momento me pondré a buscar los objetos. Busca plata también, porque no tengo plata. Bueno, llegamos hasta acá, ahora vamos a volver. Vamos a ir por acá. Vamos a bajar todo por acá.
Let's see what you've got. In a bind?
Leave the chargers to me!
Benediction light. Allow me to help. Another incantation ruin. Benediction light.
Eat dirt!
Heal.
This one's mine!
Eat this.
Blue escape! Internal demonstration! You're mine!
I can carve through armor. Benediction light.
I'm ready to go!
Severing wind! You're mine! You'll get it! Storm! Start!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This one's
Benediction
mine!
light.
Hurricane! Their arts were interrupted! Tiger blade!
Stardust!
Buah, no le pegué ni una, loco.
Wind! Stardust!
Dragon shell! Deity!
Ready!
Blazing meteor!
Confiscated!
Here I come! Stardust! Here I come! Dueling! In an instant! Impact claw! This one's all mine!
Se viene, se viene, se viene, se viene.
On your knees. Eat this!
Leave the chargers to me!
Ole, guacho.
First strike! Can't get out of this!
Going in!
Wind!
Swallow, do it!
Stardust! Dueling! In an instant! Impact claw!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Bien, quiero seguir bajando, ¿no? Ok.
What's
Bien.
this thing?
Bien. Todo sirve, todo sirve. Un poco de dólares, loco. El otro día estuve leyendo las noticias. Yo me encanta ver noticias de videojuegos y eso. Va a salir el
There's
Kill
the
X
Zoogle we
2.
were asked to handle.
Yo jugué el 1, estaba muy bueno. Tenía sus cositas, ¿no? Bueno, la verdad es. Que un juego, el IREX 1 era un juego demasiado grande.
Eat dirt!
Y
Radiant light!
creo que fue un juego grande y ambicioso para la empresa que lo desarrolló. Y estaba bueno, obviamente tenía muchos fallos, ¿verdad? De hecho había un glitch muy divertido que te multiplicaba el dinero.
Severing wind!
Pero más allá de eso estaba muy bueno, un mundo muy grande, muy interesante la historia también, muchos finales, tenían finales dependiendo de las decisiones que vos tomes. Muy recomendable.
Lightning reflexes!
Ilex, L-E-X. Claro, porque
Stardust!
Dragon I'm on a roll now! I'm on
Not on my watch!
Come get it!
I'm ready! Look sharp!
lo que no estaba muy buena eran las mecánicas de pelea. Era muy duro. Creo que lo
Onward and upward.
hayan mejorado, ¿no? No vengo bien, ¿no? Para acá. La verdad necesito descansar porque no tengo más puntos para curar. medio...
Discourteous, aren't you?
You picked the wrong fight.
Triste no tener la espada de fuego, loco. Eso es triste.
Take this!
Look sharp! Here I come! It's over!
Anything in armor is on! I felt fine not too long ago. Don't suffer in silence.
Stardust! First strike!
Time to shine! That's the spot!
You're finished!
Fang blast!
Shine!
Radiant light! Force of
Bueno, voy a ver si me la puedo bancar. Bueno,
regenerate! I really owe you one. Don't suffer in silence.
Drag it down!
Arc field! Not in your dreams!
Light up the door! Elusive deity! Let
This
burn
one's all
up!
mine!
Demon
You're
lash!
mine!
Tornado
You're finished!
drive! Dust to dust! This one's mine!
You picked the wrong fight!
Watch it!
lo cierto es que no quiero usar pociones.
I'll run you through! On guard! I'm ready!
Totally! In an instant!
Impact claw! You're done! Elusive deity! Rotating pile driver! Talon sword! Win!
Stardust!
Talon hurricane! It's time!
No, y se me acaba el combo, me quiero morir.
On your knees!
Ay, le quedaba una rayita. Ay,
In an instant!
cuando le queda un pelito nada más. Por un pelito no puedo hacer el ataque especial antes.
How much longer will
A ver, ¿qué tenemos acá?
last?
Roca térmica. Bien. ¿Vamos a descansar? Sí, vamos a descansar.
You make sure to rest too, Hoodle.
Vamos con el omelette.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself?
Yo vivo en departamento, ¿no? Y enfrente, ahora no se
You were
escucha
part of
porque
the Mage Clan, right?
tengo puesto un filtro para el
It's
micrófono,
handy
¿no?
being
Para que
able
no
to
se
rely
escuchen
on
ruidos
magic for
externos.
everything.
Pero
Hardly.
hay una piba
In fact,
enfrente que puso
not at
la
all.
música súper
Magic's not so
fuerte.
special when you're not allowed
Y
to
no
use it.
solamente eso, porque a mí no me
Always
molestaría
scared
eso.
of who might be watching?
Se puso a cantar. Y
Right.
canta como el
Sorry
orto,
about
pobrecita.
I guess I've read too many fairy
Ahí le
tales.
empezaron a gritar.
You were still made to study it every day.
Y luego decían, le empezaron a
It
gritar.
doesn't make any
Pero
sense
siempre
if
pasa
you
lo
think
mismo.
about it, studying the very thing you're being
Vale, piba,
persecuted
déjenla
for.
hacer.
But that's what we did. Just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory
Decía,
serves,
pasa temas que están re buenos.
mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3
Pasa
centuries
temas que
ago,
están
they
buenos
were
y encima
myths.
son temas de mi
More
época,
people
¿no?
were
Pasan
persecuted
mucho
even before the Renans got
Linkin
here.
Park, Limp Bizkit,
Yeah. The
Korn,
more I think about
Metallica,
it, the less it
eh,
makes sense, though. I mean, it was Astral Arts that let the Renans dominate Dana,
Eminem.
right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. and fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Night, everyone.
Ah, y abajo la música. La chica. Sí, la recontra cagaron a pedo, loco.
I
Bueno,
want to
a
go
ver.
back to bed.
Ah, bajó la música, pero se puso a cantar más fuerte. Yo tengo una aplicación, no sé si les conté. Tengo una aplicación que se llama Safe. ¿Hay algo por acá, no? Se llama Safe. Y la gente, bueno, es una aplicación de celular y la gente hace denuncias, ¿no? Obviamente no hay ruidos molestos o cuando ves, por ejemplo, no sé, una actitud sospechosa en la calle, ¿no? Que querés que la seguridad vaya, lo puedes denunciar con la aplicación, ¿no? A ver, por ejemplo, yo me imagino que la gente va a empezar a denunciar a la chica. Después voy a meter en Safe a ver qué dice. Está el astral lustroso. O sea, esta la puedo construir. Tendría que construir primero una garra flamígera acá abajo y después recién construir esta. Pero la verdad que me gustaría esperar un poquito más. Lo mismo con este, ¿ves? Lo que sí podría comprarle es darle un poco de defensa, ¿no? Bueno, listo. Me quedé sin guita, loco, ¿eh? Bueno, ahora empezamos a subir, pero vamos a ir para la izquierda. Obviamente se respawnearon los bichos. ¡Uy, papito! ¿Cómo te esquivé, eh? Bien, voy a doblar acá a la izquierda y voy a bajar un poquito. Quiero ver qué hay arriba.
It's on! You're mine! It's on! Rending you apart! Bloody holiday! Here I come! It's over!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious.
Dragon Shell!
Arch shield!
You're finished! Talon Storm! Stardust!
This one's mine!
It's all eat dirt! Talon
Never
Hammer!
play.
Do it! Slowly! In an instant! Impact Claw! Scream! Now!
Going in.
Take this! Rending you apart! Stardust!
Esta aplicación de Safe es súper
It's
divertida.
over!
Es súper divertida de verlo. Hay mucha gente al pedo igual, ¿eh? Hay mucha gente al pedo. Está aburrida en la casa ahí.
It's over!
También, ¿no?
Stardust!
Van a denunciar cosas que la verdad no corresponden. Y vos, a esa gente que denuncia, también le podés contestar.
No escape!
La gente le contesta.
You're mine! Not a chance! No escape! It's on! Stardust!
Make it rain!
Not a chance!
This one's
No
mine!
escape!
All finished
You're
up.
here and now! Eat dirt!
This one's mine!
Win! I'll smash you!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Creo que por poquito no gané
Onward and upward.
Es que por poquito no gané el trofeo de los 10.000 puntos de ataque. Cuando vos en una batalla haces 10.000 de daño, hay un trofeo, creo. Vamos. Ahora sí, venimos por acá. Eh,
All we have to do is get rid of that thing,
no
right?
sé si vale la pena ir ahí. Vamos por acá.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Tengo una gana de borrarle la sonrisa de una patada. Igual va a ser difícil ese loco, ¿eh? Y vamos a tener que subir de nivel,
Let's
porque
go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
está difícil. Le voy a pegar una grabadita. A nivel 31. Ringwell 32. Ojo, con Ringwell.
That's what we're going to climb?
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find
Pelotudo.
secret treasure?
Tarado, ¿qué?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear foe! Thunderblade!
Ah! What are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cislodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Uy, cuánto diálogo, loco. Estos dos... Hay amor ahí, ¿eh? Hay
Is it
amor.
just me? Or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though, there are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Bueno, sigamos. ¿Cómo es esto? Una escalera. Nivel 32. Sí, 31.
No choice.
Hay que empezar a ponerse un poco en tono con los niveles de los enemigos.
Almost there. I'm not done. I'll blind you with a soda. Take
It's a duel of the arts!
damn.
Not on my watch!
I'm on it. Soda. Look sharp. Do it. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. See that? That training's paying off. Dragon down. Make it rain. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. On now. You're finished. Dragon all finished. You here and now. Eat dirt. Do it. Strong off. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Pobre, está solito. Extraña la chica, la extraña. Y flaco, ¿te dormiste, men? ¿Qué te pasó? ¿Te dormiste? ¿Te dormiste? Tienes que haberle pedido una salida, unos drinks, algo, loco. Y una birrita. Bueno, loco, vamos a dejar el capítulo de acá, porque si no se me va mucho el tiempo de juego. No sé con qué nos vamos a encontrar. ¿Sabes por qué quise cortar aparte? No sé. Creo que me equivoco, ¿eh? Puede ser que esta zona sea algo de un jefe. No sé, es tan amplia. Yo cuando veo una zona amplia en un juego es porque va a venir un jefe ahí a darme guerra. Si el video te gustó, dale like, compartí, suscribite, haz todo eso. Te mando un saludo y nos vemos. Chau, chau.